from January 30th of 1998 till January 30th of 2012, I was locked up. I was incarcerated on a 40-year sentence for gun possession, third time conviction, habitual status, and which makes about I had done the math. It's probably like over 18 years of my life, you know, and I take full responsibility, despite how I grew up, despite how I was trained into society in my development, despite all of that, I still take responsibility for the choices that I make. So what I'm about to say, don't take it like I'm making any excuses, because it's really not about me. But here's one thing I want my brothers who have also traveled along that journey, my brothers and my sisters, matter of fact, who have traveled a journey similar to what I just described. You wouldn't have done some time. You wouldn't have done some years for the state for a mistake that you made. I want to say this to you first and foremost, is that don't allow or let anyone's opinion of where you presently are in life to be a negative reflection or have a negative effect upon you. Don't allow that. Until that individual has done the amount of time you done, come home and done everything that they saying that you should do and should have done, until they can do that, they ain't talking about nothing. Matter of fact, until they've lived your life, until they can walk in your shoes, have lived your exact life, come up exactly how you came up, and whatever chemical imbalance that you may possibly have, whatever traumas you may possibly have, whatever choices you've made in life, and whatever the case may be, they're faced with the same circumstances, and they've done everything that they tell you should have done. Until they can do that, they ain't talking about nothing. It's funny how we live in a world where everybody got an opinion. Everybody want to be judgmental about somebody else's life. Everybody, I feel like for the most part, I get it. If you're going to give some constructive criticism as a result of a life you've lived similar to what they're going through, and you think that they're trying to get beyond that point, and they asking for help, and you want to give them some, I get that. But I'm saying, some of us just love to judge and want to tell a person what they should be doing and where they should be at in life, and have never walked a life path similar to what that person done walked. You the ones I'm talking to. Like not Condoleezza Rice, what's her name? Candace Owens. She talks about George Floyd passed as though she not a sinner. I can only assume that she don't believe in a God and a judgment day, because if she do, then the same concept that she's using to apply to George and take everything away from him as a human being, as a black man, take everything away from him that's being celebrated about him as a human being, on the day of judgment, she should be dealt with the same way. I can only assume she don't believe in it, because anybody who believes in it know that. Anybody who believes in a God, anybody who believes in the concept of sin, period, anybody who believes in that know that nobody's perfect and nobody's without sin, and don't no one wants to be judged all the time by something that they did in the past. So I say this, man, for those who want to do the judgment, man, look at your own life. Look at your own life. And when somebody point out something that you done yesterday, last week, or a month or a year, 2 years ago, remember what you said. Remember how you judge. And then you want to apply the same desire of how you want to be treated to others. But again, this is mainly to individuals who have walked the path that I initially described. You done been down before, man? Whatever mistakes you make in life, once you own up to it, hold yourself accountable and begins to make amends and live a different life or turn away from the way that the mistake that you made, once you do that, that's the most you can do. Once you apologize, that's the most you can do. And then you represent that apology in your actions, right? But don't never let somebody whom you have wronged in your thinking because of where you presently was at in your life, you don't let them people hold you in that place in all your life. Don't let that people hold you in your position of fault. Don't let them people or that person hold you in wherever area that you failed at. If they can't get beyond that, man, look, that's on them. Let them have that. Let them be. You keep pushing forward. Don't even think on it no more. Just do what you do, man, and know that you only can live and be you and do your best stuff. That's all you can do. Live your best life. Be the best you can be with you. That's it, man. You don't have nothing to prove to nobody else but you. That's it, man.